And that's when I stole it from right under his nose. Oh, hi. Welcome back to Clubit TV. My name is Jared, and today myself and Hubert are going to be playing the 2 to 4 player game Museum Rush. So join ourselves at the table as we play. It really is beautiful.
Jared, do you think the museum might want their ring back?
It's my precious! To set up Museum Rush, from the box, remove all of the tiles and shuffle them to form the board. Use one of the configurations from the back of the rulebook, or make one up. Take the lure, booby trap, disable, takedown, clocks, and way out cards and shuffle them together to form the search deck. Place the search deck next to the board. Each player chooses one of the thieves, a stash and buyer card. The thief card is placed face up in front of the player and the stash and buyer cards hidden from the other players. Select the corresponding miniature figure. Shuffle the camera, guard and loot cards to make a separate deck. Place 2 cards from this deck face down on each of the red tiles. Once placed, turn over the top card. If it is a guard, discard the card and place a guard figure in its place. Turn the next card over. If it is a camera or a loot card, do nothing more. They remain face up. Otherwise, place another guard and discard their card. If the red tile has numbers in circles on it, place the respective rare treasure card on top of it. Some of the other tiles have properties like you cannot be caught in the toilets and you disable a camera if you are in the control room. The thieves enter the board on any tile on the outside of the museum. At the start of their turns, each thief draws a card from the search deck and then can move up to 3 tiles orthogonally at the start of their turn. After that, they can perform 1 steal action. If they land on a red tile with a rare treasure on it, they will have to crack the combination lock before they can steal it. To do this, they roll 3 dice. If any of the numbers match the code, a green unlock token is placed over the number. You can make 1 rolled attempt per turn. In this case, we are successful on our second attempt and we take the rare treasure into our hand. Loot cards can be stolen without the need to crack a code, but they are not worth as much. You can hold up to 7 loot and rare treasure cards in your hand at one time. If you steal anything, try to crack a lock, or are seen by a camera, the closest guard will move 2 tiles towards you orthogonally. Here, our thief is trying to crack the lock for the mask. She rolls and cracks it on her first attempt. The locks open and she takes the mask, but she also attracts the attention of a guard who is moved by the player to her right. 2 tiles and lands on the same tile. She rolls a die and needs to roll at least 1 higher than the number of treasure and loot cards in her hand. She only has 1, so a 2 or higher is required. She just makes it. She moves to an adjacent room. If you have a lure card, you can move the guard away to another tile. A takedown card means the guard is removed from the board and you gain a green unlock token. Unlock tokens can be used to help crack the combination locks or open the vault or lost and found rooms. If she failed the roll, she is thrown out of the museum and has to make her way back in next turn. She loses any search card she holds and all but 1 loot or treasure card of her choice and any unlock tokens. Search cards are placed on the lost and found tile. Loot and treasure cards are placed in the vault. Both are placed face down. If you travel or land on a card with a camera, the nearest guard once again moves 2 tiles towards you unless you have a disable card. Then the camera is removed from the game. If you place a booby trap card, the guard is also removed and they drop an unlock token on the tile. Any thief can collect this on their turn if they are on the same tile. If 2 thieves are on the same tile together, then one can steal from the other. They both roll a die with the highest number winning. The instigator wins any ties. The winner chooses 1 card at random from the other player's hand. This will also attract the attention of the guards. The buyer card gives the thief bonuses for nabbing a certain loot and or rare treasure card. The stash card lets the thief hide one of their items on a specific tile so they can retrieve it automatically after the game is finished. This is added to their final haul at the end of the game. If a way out card is drawn, it is placed on the outside edge of the museum closest to the thief who drew it. If a clock card is drawn, it is placed next to the board face up. When a certain number of clocks are drawn, depending on the player count, the game ends. Any thieves left in the museum have to make a hasty exit, trying not to drop any of their ill-gotten gains along the way. The thieves add up the value of their take, and the one with the highest monetary value wins the game. Right, welcome to the museum.
Yes.
Which museum are we actually playing?
You set it up.
We are playing the Pinocchio one.
Pinocchio.
The That one.
The Pinocchio one.
I am the cat.
I'm the cipher. I can activate the security control room from 3 spaces away.
I can move diagonal.
And the security room enables me to move any one guard, one tile, which is useful.
Very exciting.
Yes, very exciting. So, shall I go first this time?
Please do.
Right.
Draw a card.
Oh yes, draw a card, yes. Oh, I found a way out. I had to play this card immediately and I haven't gone in.
Wow, so any way you like that, I guess.
Yes, it depends where. Well, it had to be wherever I come in is also the way I go out. So I think I'm going to go put the way out under here. And then kind of go in through the...
And you can move up to 3 times?
Yes, I can move up to 3 spaces. So my special power is I'll move... God. Away. So I'm going to go 1, 3. I'm going to go 1, 3 squares. 1, 2. So I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to use my special power to move the security guard 1 space in this direction. And that's it.
So you haven't triggered any alarms or cameras or anything?
No, I haven't stolen anything.
Very boring. Right.
Boring? I'm being cautious.
Lovely.
Oh, it's one of those cards.
One of those.
So where are you going to enter?
Entree from the gentleman's toilets.
Yes, not bad for a woman.
Thank you.
I think she's a female character, isn't she? She looks female from here.
Yes, and then I can take down with a stun gun. I can knock out a guard.
Oh, he comes off the board.
Deal a key.
Ah.
So that's that one played. Have I still got a third thing?
Yes, you've got...
I could move.
Because that card... You could try to steal that treasure.
But if I do, then the guard comes towards me, doesn't he?
Yes.
So I won't for now. Oh, unless I go into the control room. I'm going to go to the control room.
And you can disable one camera.
And then I can disable a camera. I will disable that camera.
Okay. And flip it over. It's a book.
Oh, I love books.
A book that's worth $1 million.
Is it the original copy of the Bible?
It's probably worth more than that, the original copy. Ooh, I got another way out. So I had to place it there. I'm going to use my special power again, and I'm going to...
The power of technology.
Move him...
The power of wireless.
That way. And I'm going to steal the mummy! What comes up? Want to do that? Oh, it's a camera. So I'm caught on camera.
Closest guard moves 2 tiles nearer.
Yes. And plus, he would have moved 2 tiles closer anyway because I just stole something.
So he would be...
No, that's it. No, that's it. Just move 2. That's it.
Right, okay.
Yeah, not 2 double. As far as I understand.
Clock. So we have a clock out at the moment.
Right.
Another 3 clocks, and it's game over for us.
Yes, that's when we have to get out of here.
Yeah.
I seem to remember playing a game with you, and you dropped most of your loot on the way out.
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
Ha ha. Right, you can't take that one. Because
it's a... I need to...
you need to crack the lock.
Pick the lock.
Yes.
I need the 0s and the 4s.
Yeah.
Do you know what then? I'm going to go to the rare treasure. I'm going to have a go.
You can roll a 3.
I've got a key.
Yes, but you still got to roll. You still could roll 3. You could roll 3 dice.
Okay, all 3.
Yes.
No,
You didn't.
So
You
I will
failed.
use that then.
Right. So the closest guard, because you failed your dice roll as well, will move 2 towards you, and that guy is further away, so he would move 1, 2. Okay, Schmigo. Oh, I've got another clock. So when we have 4 of these, the game ends, which is not good.
I'll just have to go
1.
and then disable this camera.
Oh, disable the camera. Get rid of that one. So I've got 2 clocks. My go. Don't be a clock. Don't be a clock. Don't be a clock. Ooh. It's not. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to try to steal whatever you've got in your grubby mitts.
What have I got in my pockets is?
I don't know. What have you got in your pockets is? Right, we both roll 1 dice. Oh, 1 die. Whoever gets the higher number, 4 wins. So I get this. Whatever you got. Okie dokie. It's your... Oh, and the guard moves 2 because he hears us having a ruckus. So this guy will move here. So we need to make a roll. So I've got...
Won't steal anything from me.
Well, you can, if you roll a 0... Nope, you're fine. I need to roll 4 or above. Yes! I sneak past. I think we've got to move. We move to an adjacent tile because we can't stay on the same tile that he's on. So we both managed to sneak away. So that's me.
I'll sneak that way.
I'll sneak this way because I can't be caught in the ladies. Your turn.
1, 2, 3. And I'll be...
Trying to hack it. 3 dice.
3. So I need a 1. Yay! I have the 1.
Right. So you get that. And then he moves 1, 2. So you now have to try to evade him unless you've got a card that stuns him. So you need to roll 1 die. 3. So you manage to sneak past him, you go to another room. I'm going to go 1... Oh, I haven't taken my card yet, have I? Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use my special ability to move one of the guards away 1. And then I'm going to play this card, which is a lure. It's the llama lure. And move one of the guards a tile. So I'll move him away like that. You'll go. What are you going to do, Mr. Burfield?
I'm going to go there.
You could do it in one move.
Um,
You're going to try to hack the rare treasure. Nope.
I think.
So a guard moves 2. How many cards have you got? 1. Oh, you've been kicked out.
So where's this one going?
It goes into the vault, and then you are thrown out, and you can come back in anywhere you want.
Clock.
Oh, one more, and the game, we have to get out of there.
I'm going to go in here and get that.
Oh, did you have any other cards? Oh no, you can actually get... Oh, sorry, my mistake. Made a mistake there. You only had 1 treasure, right?
Yeah.
You get to keep that 1 treasure.
Oh, right.
And you get to... And any cards that I think you had in your hand, so...
Cool. So. Your turn.
My turn.
Or does he... Is he attracted? No, he's not attracted.
Oh, he is, because did you steal something? You did.
Yeah.
So he'll go towards you. Draw a card. Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to throw a booby trap down. Use my special power to move this guard. He's there at the moment. Oh, he's there at the moment, isn't he? Here. Okay. You'll go. I won't steal anything. I'll go 1, 2, and I'll grab this loot. And the closest guard will come towards me. Here we go.
Oh, it's the clock.
Oh, well timed. Right, so the game now ends, and we need to make a rush for the exit. So yeah, you'd be 1, 2. Right, so you need to roll 2 dice. And if it's usually lose 2 treasures, it's got to be 2 that you lose, yeah. Okay, so you're now out. I've got to move 1, so I've got to get a 1. So I drop 1 on the way out. I'll drop the book. Who reads anyway? Who reads anyway? Right. So, the end of the game. Did you get your...
I had nothing.
You had nothing? Oh. I had to get a mummy.
I had to get a horse and a scroll. But I had nothing.
Okay, I got a mummy. I bought my mummy. And I got a mask. So, and I got 2 million extra for each one of those. So I got 8, 14, 16, 17, 22 million. $22 million. Okay.
Right, what do we think? Let's go back up top.
Yes.
Before I ask you your opinion, I know I quite enjoyed this one. Quite fun, quite cartoony. I like that appeal. What do you think?
Yes. Again, it's a kind of... My favourite game is Clank. I like the idea of trying to sneak into a place, grab as much treasure as possible, and then leg it out of there. And for me, this feels like a condensed version of it without... It's just like Clank without the deck building.
Yeah.
But it has it's a completely different game, and I do enjoy it. I do like playing it. The only gripe I have with the game really is a few of the components I'm not really happy with.
Sure, I mean, for me, the components thing with the keys and the tokens, they're just green discs. And I thought, well, I would have liked, yes, okay, a disc because it's circular and it goes in that space. But just a green disc, I would like something a bit more.
Yeah, I like
the little miniature figures there.
These, you can see. They're a bit wobbly.
So the detail on them, really like the detail
Yes.
on the figures themselves. But yeah, as you say, a bit kind of fiddly with them. Also, with the characters, it's a real shame. I think they missed a trick here of actually making them the same colour as the card for that character as well. And that would have really helped to actually be able to see whose character is where on the board.
It has happened a few times where people have picked up the wrong piece, thinking it was theirs. I mean, even if they just painted the base of it,
That's right, yeah.
that would have made a difference. And there is somebody who's actually painted them all, but.
And the dice themselves, I wish they were a bit bigger. They're a bit small. Do they actually roll as much as a bigger die would? I don't know.
Yeah.
And lastly, I think the size of the tiles that the cards actually go on, if they were just a little bit bigger, I understand you
Or make
probably
the cards smaller.
Or make the cards smaller. So if you made the tiles bigger, then you would be losing out on a bit of table space maybe.
Yeah.
And if the cards were slightly smaller, you're only losing out on a little bit of the artwork, condensing it in size, I guess. But the issue is when the cards are on top of the tile, they actually take up quite a bit of that space.
They do move around.
They do move around, so they don't fit quite nice and neatly as cards tend not to into the little square designated them on the tile because cards move. You're trying to, take the top card and the one underneath slides around a little bit and obscures what the actual tile says, what the name of the room is, what the requirements are to actually, steal something from it.
I would have liked if they actually had a little camera token. Instead of so when you set this game up, you flip the first card over. If it's a guard, you put the guard on its place and you discard the card. I would like to see it where if you see a camera, if you saw a camera, you get rid of the card and you just leave a camera token because it's not always obvious. Because sometimes you go onto a tile, you're thinking there's nothing underneath it and you haven't checked. If you've got a little token on there, it saves up with the clutter. But in terms of playability, yes, there's a lot of luck in this game in terms of what's underneath those cards. You get the wrong one.
There's mild tactics because of, you can sort of see the element of risk to it. Do I really want to go there? How many spaces away are the guards? Do I have the cards to mitigate them or cameras or something like that?
Do you want to steal something off somebody else?
So you've got mild control, but at the same time, there's a lot of luck in there with the dice rolling.
Yeah, what cards you draw out. I do like the special powers. I always like games where characters have
different abilities on them. Fantastic, and also, replayability wise, with the layout of the museums themselves, you can with the tile layout for starters, in different shapes. You can try and replicate different real life museums with regards to the blueprint. But also with the order and the way the actual tiles come out, no one game is going to be the same. Absolutely. So I like it for the replayability. Just needed a bit more polish on it, I think, with the components. And I think I would have actually really,
this would have been a really good game.
Yeah, definitely.
I do enjoy it. If anybody said, do you want to play it, I'll quite happily play it with them.
I wouldn't say no.
And
I just like the cartoony aspect of it, really. I think it's very, very light. And you have to have that kind of perspective in it. When the guards catch you, you don't get put in prison. You just get chucked out, and the items that you stole just get locked away. And it means that you could just go back into the museum again. So that's a bit weird.
They're not the best guards in the world.
So this is definitely a cartoony feel game.
Yes, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah, definitely.
But still worth a play. Definitely worth a play.
Yeah. So that's it from now from Clubit TV. Thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, take care.